Signal for main engine start. We have main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
I think the earliest inkling I had was when I was still at primary school in Melbourne. During that time, they had the first lunar landing. I went round to a friend's place and we watched it on the TV, and it went on for hours, but I was really fascinated. I knew I wanted to go into physics. Australia has a really important part in gravitational wave science. We developed some of the key components for the advanced LIGO detectors, which were the ones that we eventually achieved the first direct detection of gravitational waves. This story started 100 years ago when Albert Einstein produced his miraculous theory of general relativity, because that's what this detection is all about. If we didn't have that theory, we wouldn't have the result that we now have. We had to predict the sort of gravitational waves that would come off these two black holes spiraling around each other. Because even, black holes, you can't detect them any other way, only with gravitational waves. And that's why we've been the first to detect them. So now we want to go ahead and sort of plot the universe with gravitational waves. In 2004, I bid to have the biggest conference in our field, which is the General Relativity International Conference, and we won the bid. So the conference came to Sydney, and I also won the bid to bring another big gravitational wave conference to Sydney, and they were held there at the same time for the first time ever. Both of those meetings were incredibly successful. So that was a very pivotal time for us to have those conferences. That was in the long period while we were trying to actually achieve first detection. It was like halfway through a 20-year period. We knew we were still deep in it. It was hard to get funding, it was hard to get interest. There was a bit of a disbelief we weren't ever going to do it. And so those conferences really helped keep the fire going, because we interested government, we interested the community, we interested students and industry, and all of those things kept that spark going for the following 10 years. I think it was important for me in becoming an ambassador to give the same experience to other areas and other people, to help them realise what an impact a successful conference can have on your field. A lot of people thought that was the end, but in fact, it's really just the beginning. This is the start of a whole new era. Up until now, over the history of mankind, we've been looking out into space using electromagnetic radiation. And this is an entirely new window. Now, we have immense possibilities that lie ahead, and we can actually look back to almost the beginning of time with gravitational waves. So yes, this is just the beginning.